A getaway plays out on a quiet street in Greenacre. Two gunmen jump out of a car. One runs away, the other tries to set it on fire, but fails. And so he tries again, and then... The explosion was so big it shook houses.
We watching TV, and then suddenly we heard a loud bang. All of a sudden, when we actually look out, it's actually a bomb fire, basically, in the car.
Parents with young children watched on as flames took hold and the shooter took off. A second getaway car was also set alight in Barella. 20 minutes earlier, they opened fire on a crowded gym in Auburn. Comanchero bikie Tariq Zahed and his brother Omar were the targets.
I just tried to hide myself behind the treadmill, and I just scared I will get shoot.
Peppered with bullets, the 41-year-old was shot in the chest, legs, arms and head and managed to survive. Police and paramedics were unable to revive his 39-year-old sibling. Two gunmen are on the run.
That is quite shocking, it is disturbing and it is unacceptable.
Police have several theories, including that this shooting could have been in retaliation for the murder of Mahmoud Ahmad less than 2 weeks ago.
We are talking about a small number of people who are causing fear in our community, and we will not tolerate it.
Police believe the Zahed brothers were being closely watched by their enemies for quite a while. The men would regularly train at this gym most nights at around the same time they were targeted, but despite being warned their lives were in danger, they kept the same routine. In less than 2 years, at least 10 people have been killed in gang-related violence. One was a case of mistaken identity, and police fear more innocent people could die. Mark Reddy, ABC News, Sydney.
And Mark Reddy is with me now. Mark, can police stop the gang violence?
Well, Kirsten, in short, no, they can't. The Police Commissioner, Karen Webb, says it's impossible for her 18,000 officers to closely monitor every person in a state of 8 million people.
Police can't be on every street every minute of the day, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, we rely on information from the public.
Adding to her woes is a high demand for drugs in Australia, mainly cocaine, and that's what these gangs are fighting for, a piece of the black market. What police can do, though, is to continue to apply pressure, so they've announced 30 additional officers for the Raptor Squad, bringing it to 145 full-time officers. Its sole job is to disrupt the underworld.
And Mark, is the police strategy working?
Well, police insist their strategy is working. They say they've thwarted several murders of high-profile gang members by warning them of looming bounties. In this case, it didn't work, but in many others, it has. Police say court orders are also being used to take the strength out of gangs, cutting off their communications and preventing them from moving around Sydney.